I can't even believe I'm doing this video right now, but so I literally just woke up like not too long ago. The moment I had stood up and like sit on the edge of my bed, I started feeling really dizzy and like really like everything was spinning, kind of like when you have a hangover. And I don't know why. I still got up because I had to use the restroom, and I wanted to wash up and brush my teeth and everything. But I still felt dizzy. And the moment I came back to my room from the bathroom, I was looking for my socks to put on because my feet were cold. So I bent over and I picked up my socks. The moment I stood up, I started walking backwards, and I was freaking out because like I was like, oh my god, like I feel like I'm gonna fall. So then I started leaning against my bed to kind of hold me up, and I was putting my socks on. And then my daughter's like, what's wrong, mom? Are you okay? And I go, no, I don't feel good. I feel really dizzy. So I sat on the edge of my bed and I was just like closing my eyes and holding my head because I felt really dizzy. So she right away grabbed me water and she's like, here, drink some water. So I started drinking my water, which I have right here. And she's like, drink some water. And I go, okay. So then I called Jerry right away because I was freaking out. And I explained to him what was going on. And he was like, do you want me to leave work to go take you to the emergency room? And I go, I don't know. I was like, I feel bad having them leave work. So he was like, look, call your OB and just see what's going on, like, okay. So I called my OB, and of course they said, oh, we don't give advice over the phone, we can't give advice over the phone, which I already knew they were going to say something like that. And then they told me, if I continue to feel like this, to go to the emergency room. So then I called Jerry again. I told him what they said. He's like, try calling the IVF clinic. Maybe they could, they may know what's going on. I did that too. They told me the same thing. Well, not the same thing. They actually told me once you're past 10 weeks, we no longer could give you advice. You would have to go by the advice of your OB. So that sucks. But they said it isn't normal to be feeling dizzy like this. She says, so just go by what your OB is saying. If they're telling you go to the emergency, then you should do that. I called back Jerry. I told him what they said. He told me, okay, try calling back your doctor and seeing if you can speak directly to him. I did that too. They said he's not in the office on Mondays, but they told me they took my number down. They said that they're gonna try to message him to see if he could call me, because I'm freaking out. I'm like, I don't think this is normal, because the last time I felt like this, exactly like this, was after my last C-section. But I've never felt like this during any of my pregnancies. I've never felt dizzy or anything, and that's the reason I'm actually lying down right now. Because every time I sit up, I get really, really dizzy. Or like if I close my eyes, like the whole room is spinning, kind of like like when you have a hangover. But I don't, because obviously I'm pregnant, and I don't drink when I'm pregnant. So I don't know what it could be. I don't know if I'm dehydrated or what. I do drink water, but I know I don't drink enough water. I don't know if that's what it is. I really don't know. I'm like really scared. I was just crying right now, so I probably sound la mocosa. But Jerry is on his way. He's talking to his boss right now, to see if he could leave right now. He's gonna come pick me up, take me straight to the hospital, and I'll update you guys once I get to the hospital to see what they say. I did call the hospital, the one that's closest to me, because the one I'm gonna deliver at is actually down in Orange County. So I called the one up here that's close to like where I live, and they said, what was I saying? Sorry, my youngest son came in. He just woke up, but yeah. So Jerry is gonna be on his way to take me to the hospital. I did speak to the nurse at the hospital that's closest to me. She told me the same thing. She's like, yeah, we can't give advice over the phone, but she's like, to tell me that she's like, well, have you been dehydrated lately? Does this usually happen? I go, no, it doesn't usually happen. I'm not sure if I've been dehydrated. I'm like, I do drink water. I don't obviously drink enough water, I'm sure. I said, but the last 2 days, honestly, I said I've been feeling weird. Like, I haven't felt the baby move as much as he usually does. Usually he's very, very active, you guys. And the last 2 days he has not really moved a lot. So I'm like freaking out about that. And also the last 2 days I've been feeling weird. Like, I haven't had much of an appetite, which is not like me, because I know like around the times he gets hungry, and I just have not had an appetite. Like, I would have to force myself to eat just so I can have something in my stomach. So I noticed that the last 2 days I haven't been feeling like myself. And then this morning I wake up super dizzy. So I don't know if it's all related or what. I'm gonna explain all that when I get there to the hospital though. The nurse did tell me, she goes, look, when you get here, don't go straight to labor and delivery because you're under 20 weeks. She's like, you would have to go to the emergency room. She's like, but we're super backed up in the emergency room, so it might be a while. So she says my best bet would be going to urgent care. You'll be seeing a lot faster there, and then whatever advice they tell you to do, she says if they send you to the hospital, she's like, then you could come straight to the labor and delivery, depending on what they say. And I said, okay, great, and I'll just end up doing that. So I just called Jerry and I just told him what the nurse said. So he's on his way and we're gonna go. I really don't feel like going to the hospital, to be honest, because everything with COVID, and I'm like, I've never had COVID. I don't plan to get COVID. And I don't know, I really hope, like, I don't know, you guys, and like, I also too, like, I see spots. Like right now I'm seeing spots. Like when, like when someone takes a picture of you and you see like the flashes of like the light, that's what I'm seeing right now. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with me. I really don't, you guys. Please send me all your prayers because I'm like freaking out right now. But yeah, so I'll give you guys an update, like, once I guess we get to the hospital or what they tell me or whatever. But just keep me in your prayers because I'm really freaking out right now. I'm just like freaking out. I just hope the baby's okay and I hope that everything is good. But yeah, I'll talk to you in a little bit. Hey guys, so I'm gonna be giving you guys a quick little update. I actually didn't want to do an update until probably tomorrow when I felt a little bit better. But basically, that weird dizzy like headache, I don't even know what to call it because I don't even know what the heck was wrong with me, but it went away. I'm actually in a bathtub right now. Usually well, yeah, usually with all my pregnancies, like when I'm having any type of like discomfort or like either like contractions, Braxton contractions, like those ligament pains, which I'm actually having right now, I like to take a bath with this. Like I use this one. It's Epsom salt. That's my favorite scent, is the lavender. It's a soothe and sleep with lavender. And I just added some bubbles inside. I have my bra on because, of course, like I don't want to be completely nude for this portion of the video, but I just like to like relax in here. But basically what happened was, as you guys already know, like I told you, I woke up with this really, really bad headache. Not even a headache, it's like I felt dizzy, like super, super dizzy. Like I couldn't even sit up in bed. I couldn't walk or anything. I just felt really, really weird and uncomfortable. Long story short, Jerry ended up coming home from work. He had to leave work early. He took me to the hospital. Well, first we actually ended up going to urgent care. So what I ended up doing is I called the hospital. I'm not sure if I told you guys this part, but I called the hospital and pretty much the nurse told me she would suggest for me to go to urgent care because if I was to go straight to the emergency, like the emergency section, they won't, basically if I was to go to the emergency, they probably won't see me right away. She says the wait time is like ridiculously long. And she says, since I am under 20 weeks, they can't see me in the labor and delivery, which I'm sorry, but I think that's like so stupid in my opinion. Like to me, it's like if a woman is pregnant and she's having any type of discomfort, why can't you, because I'm shy of 3 weeks, like you can't, like, because I'm like under 20 weeks, so no, we can't see you. It doesn't matter if you're pregnant, we really can't see you. So it's like ridiculous. But anyway, so we ended up going to an urgent care. They told me they couldn't see me there because they don't accept the insurance I had. So I was like, okay, well, what do I do then, She's like, well, so she gave me this paper. She highlighted 3 urgent cares that do accept the insurance that I have. So I ended up going to one of those urgent cares, which was literally like right next to the hospital. We went in there and I sign in and we're sitting down, and then we find out that it's a 3-hour wait. So I'm like, Jerry got upset too, and we're just like, really, like 3 hours? Like, it was, you guys, it was empty. There was nobody in there. There was like maybe one guy and then us, and that's it. The whole place was empty. And I don't understand how the wait was 3 hours. So I just like got upset. Like, there was like this like nurse that kept going in and out, in and out, in and out. And I think he was doing COVID test for people that were in their cars or whatever. But it's like, okay, those are COVID tests. I'm here for a completely different reason. Like, I don't know why they couldn't make time to see me then. And they're just like, oh, well. So Jerry ends up getting up and talking to the girl, and it's like, you serious? Like, why is it 3 hours? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, my wife doesn't feel good, this and that, right? And then the girl goes, well, there's like 6 patients ahead of her, so, you know, she has to wait, blah, blah, blah. We ended up leaving because like we both just got irritated. He's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, well, let's just go to the emergency room because it's just like right here. Like, it was literally across the street. So we ended up going, and I told Jerry to tell them, well, look, I'm like, just go in the emergency room, just ask like, hey, my girl's pregnant, like, does she have to come through here, or do we just go straight to labor and delivery? And then just say like, you know, she's been feeling dizzy. So he did that. He comes back to the car and he goes, okay, well, they told me if you're pregnant, just to go to straight to labor and delivery. I'm like, oh, okay, because the nurse on the phone told me if I'm under 20 weeks. He goes, well, let's just go see what they say. So we end up going to labor and delivery. The security guard checks us in. He tells me because of COVID, Jerry can't go in with me. Once I get admitted, then Jerry can actually come in with me. So I ended up going in by myself, and he went back to the car, and I went in, and then I spoke to the nurse, and then, you know, she was like, the first thing she was like, okay, you know, how can I help you? And then I explained to her what's going on. I was like, I woke up this morning, I just feel super dizzy. I don't know why. It's horrible. Like, everything is spinning. You know, I don't feel good at all, and I know this is not normal. And then the next thing she asked me is, when's your due date? So I tell her my due date, and then she goes, oh, you're 17 weeks. I'm like, yes. She's like, oh, well, we can't see you. And I go, what do you mean, why not? She goes, yeah, we can't see patients if they're under 20 weeks pregnant. And I go, well, I'm like, that's not what they told me in the emergency room. They said just to come here. She's like, oh, they probably didn't know your due date. So I looked at her, I was like, so you're gonna turn away a pregnant woman just because I'm shy of 3 weeks? I'm like, that's not right. And I go, I really don't feel good. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? She's like, well, she goes, you have to go to the emergency room. I was like, yeah, that's they told me 8 to 12 hour wait. She's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. She's like, we can't see you here. And I go, wow, thanks for nothing. And I just got up and I called Jerry right away. He met me outside, and I just cried. I just like kept crying, you guys. Like, I cried like a freaking baby because I felt like hopeless. Like, no, was it hopeless? Like, I felt like, wow, no one wants to help me. I can't believe the wait is that long. That's stupid. That's ridiculous. I'm like, I'm pregnant. I don't feel good right now. I'm like, I can't believe that they can't see me because I'm under 20 weeks. Like, I just thought that was the stupidest reason ever. Like, just, I don't know. It was just like the whole situation was so ridiculous. Jerry was upset too, and he was calming me down, and he was like, don't worry, we'll figure this out. He's like, how do you feel right now? And I go, well, I still feel dizzy. I mean, it's not as bad as when I first woke up, but I still feel dizzy. He's like, are you hungry? I'll get you something to eat. And I go, I'm not hungry. I don't feel hungry. So basically, he was hungry, so we ended up going to, because I told him, I was like, I'm not gonna cook. I don't feel good, you know. We ended up going to KFC, and you know, we just got some like food. We brought it home. Jerry ended up eating. The kids all ate. I ended up just coming to the room, lying down. By this point, my headache was almost fully gone, but I just felt super sleepy. So I ended up just like dozing off a little bit. Jerry came to the room, and then he ended up taking a little nap too. I got up, and I just was like on YouTube a little bit, and then I started getting hungry. So I felt like, okay, cool, my appetite's coming back now. So I ended up just making me a little plate and ate, and yeah, I just finished eating about maybe 20 minutes ago, and I just decided, like, let me just take a nice warm bath, relax a little bit, because then I started getting those like sharp pains, which are the ligament pains, and I just was like not feeling good at all. So that's where I'm at right now, you guys. That's pretty much what happened today. It's just been such a crappy day. I do feel a lot better than I did earlier, but luckily tomorrow I do have my appointment with my OB, and I could just explain to him everything that happened. Maybe he can have some type of explanation for me about what happened, because I really don't know what happened, because I didn't even get to be seen by a doctor or anything today, because I was not going to be waiting that long. I would literally still be there at the hospital right now, and it's already like, I don't know if it's like 7:30 or 8 o'clock at night, and I would still be there. That wait time was just so ridiculous. And yeah, I don't know, you guys. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me if you've ever been like been through something like this with your pregnancies. For those who have ever been pregnant. But sorry if I'm talking low, but Jerry's asleep right now, and the kids are all like playing like video games, so I'm gonna have them get to bed soon because tomorrow they have school. But I'm not sure. I think Jerry's gonna stay with me tomorrow to drive me to my OB appointment, because I'm not sure how I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. I don't know if I mean, I could wake up feeling fine, or I could wake up feeling dizzy again. I don't know, because honestly the last 2 days have been weird. Like, the baby hasn't moved as much as he usually does. Like, he's usually more active, and I barely feel him now, which is not really like him. So I'm just concerned about that. Also, I haven't had much of an appetite, you guys, which I'm happy I finally had a little bit of an appetite, where I was able to eat earlier today, but I just really have not had an appetite, which is not like me. I usually wake up starving. But yeah, so just say a prayer for me that I don't get those headaches back, or those dizzy, I don't even know what, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what was wrong with me. I don't know what happened. I don't know. But just say a prayer that those, that dizzy, whatever it was, like that dizzy spell or whatever, doesn't come back, because yeah, like honestly, the last time I felt like that severely dizzy, was right after I had my last C-section. Like, I felt horrible. Like, even sitting up in bed, I could barely lift my head. I had like lie down the whole time to feel good. I couldn't even lie on my side because I got dizzy, and that's exactly what happened today too. I was trying to like lie down when I filmed for you guys earlier. After I finished filming, I tried lying on my side, and I couldn't. I got so dizzy. So just say a prayer for me that those like that dizziness goes away, because I don't know what the heck's wrong with me. I'm gonna talk to my OB tomorrow. Hopefully he can give me some type of explanation, like what it was, and then that way I can update you guys, because I don't know. I've never had that happen to me during any pregnancy, so this is completely new to me and scary. And again, I'm not even that far along, so I'm like, I really hope nothing happens to the baby. I hope he's okay. I mean, he's been moving, so I know he should be okay because he's moving. I'm still getting those Braxton contractions. I'm still getting ligament pains. I'm still having cramps. So I'm still getting all of that. I just haven't had much of an appetite. And also too, guys, I've been like sleeping a lot. I don't know if maybe that has anything to do with it. I'm probably oversleeping. Like, I've been sleeping till like 10:30, 12:30. And I guess I just was taking advantage that my kids were on winter break, so I was sleeping in. Like, I never sleep that late. Like, the latest I've slept was like 9 o'clock, and to me that's like late. Like, oh my god, it's 9 o'clock, it's super late. But I've been sleeping super late, both me and Jerry, because he had his vacation too. So he just went back today from his vacation, so we've both been sleeping like super late. So I don't know if it's maybe because I'm oversleeping and I'm getting those headaches or those dizziness. I don't know, but I'm gonna explain to my OB like all that. I'm like, just so he can like let me know like, okay, what is it, like why did I feel like that, because I don't want to continue to feel like that. So yeah, but that's gonna be it for this video, you guys. I will keep you guys updated for tomorrow at my appointment. I'll let you know how I feel once I wake up. I'll let you know what my OB tells me, and yeah, just hopefully it's nothing serious. Hopefully it doesn't happen anymore, and then I don't know what the heck that was, but yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow in tomorrow's video. As of right now, I don't have that dizziness. Also too, I was having pounding headaches too, guys. So when I was feeling dizzy, my head was pounding, you guys, like bad, where it was, I was like this the whole time in the car. I couldn't even open my eyes or nothing. Like, it was horrible, you guys. Like, it was like when you have a bad hangover, it was like that type of feeling. But obviously it's not a hangover because I'm pregnant and I don't drink when I'm pregnant, so it's not that. But it felt literally like a really bad hangover. But yeah, just comment down below if you guys even know maybe what it could be, or if you guys experience anything like this, so that I can feel a little bit more better. Hi, mama. But that's gonna be for this video, you guys. I will talk to you in tomorrow's video. I have my little girl right here. She's my little helper. She's been my little nurse, like, ever since I've been sick. She's, well, not sick, but just not feeling good. She's been my little helper. So but I'm gonna end out the video right now. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.